day. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Draw play. Elliott shifts by him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know that
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run with Barkley. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well. Sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. The quick feet by Jackson. Jukes by again. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. It may sound cliche, but those are the types of yards he can get you. He's such a bruising back.
He is, and typically with that type of a back, if he has any type of stamina, it shows up later in the ball game. Because trust me, guys get tired of running up and trying to tackle that big fella. It wears on him, and then he gets stronger as the game goes on.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He's got Mason complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Neville Gallimore. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Prescott now. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he's brought down. A first down carry by Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. Hard running at the 15. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Prescott from the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He targets Ingram for another grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys have the lead as the white stuff continues to fall. And for the call of the second half, we give it back to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, he's going to air one out, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now Jones on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
first down. Barkley. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 39.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Hard throw, incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now. Back to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
That's caught, and this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2, unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Neville Gallimore able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. First down, Prescott. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Elliott. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. But this one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's third and short.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Giants on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw, and that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The give is to Elliott, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Cowboys, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong